EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the New Orleans Saints. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Carr. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's, and this throw brought in here by Mayer. Now 2nd and 3. To throw is Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And Kamara with a call on first down as he works his way forward for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. He gets it complete to A.T. Perry. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 10 yards, good for the Saints, 1st down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Someone's looking fresh caution, his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Throwing on first down is Carr. This one taken in by Olave. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A give to Kamara running right. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game. Taking it right down Broadway. He's got a full head of steam. The race is on. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, 96 yards. And the Raiders post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw caught by 11. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes. Looked like he might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash because you've got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 109 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
21.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man, that's Renfro. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with a football. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.T. Perry, 85 yards. And the Saints are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half. Well, there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Looking deep for Adams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. He's going to try and go deep again. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
You and I have talked about adjustments so many times during games. Remember, it's really series to series. But coming out after the half, that's a big opportunity, a big time to come out and make one of those plays that can change a game.
Yeah, first play of the third quarter. So offensively, you think of adjustments, but right defensively, maybe you're playing a hunch. You have an adjustment to make.
Yeah, I think sometimes they have that special in there that, hey, they've run this type of play all in the first half. If you see it, go get it.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And quickly, they get to the line. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Gets it downfield to Mayer. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live.
And he can't get away. Carr is going to go down, and that is a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Now a 3rd and 6.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Olave motioning to the left.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Saints!
Chris Olave.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Garoppolo now.
Work in the middle of the field, and got a man complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo on first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. The Raiders on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, now Garoppolo. He'll buy some time right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Caught by Mayer. He's into space past the 25.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Credit that play defensively to Marcus Peters. He got downhill in a hurry. Olave motioning to the left.
In his own end zone, it's Carr. And the catch made by Johnson. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Carr now to throw. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him.
Here we go, here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Rolling to his right. And it's complete to Adams.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
61 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Play action. Garoppolo.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here now, 2nd and 10 from the 13.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
21. Here we go. 13.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw is Garoppolo. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here. Garoppolo to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Back to throw. Carr. Williams brings it in. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. To throw is Carr. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Carr to throw.
That's caught by Johnson.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Williams is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown.
You think back to 2022 with Detroit, Jamal Williams just unstoppable down near the goal line. 17 rushing touchdowns. 13 of those were from 2 yards or less. He's just an absolute battering ram down in this part of the field, and he finishes off another drive in the end zone.
The Saints offense and Derek Carr, they're still on the field, so they figure to go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Here's 1st and 10.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw.
Pass complete. It's Adams.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Hey, gun.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
This one home. It's a touchdown.
This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick.
about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes? Oh, yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here we go, here we go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second